Hi, woodshop friends. Cindy here, and today I'm coming to you with a haul from several different locations that I stopped at this weekend to run my errands. I first stopped in my local grocery store called Dierbergs and picked up a few things to make for dinners this week. So, one thing that I did pick up was this eye of round roast, and I'm planning on putting this in the crock pot with some pepperoncinis and the juice from those pepperoncinis, and I'm going to let it simmer for a good 7 to 8 hours. And here's the pepperoncinis that I bought to go in there, and basically I will open up, well, I'll put the roast into the crock pot. I'll open up this entire jar. I'll dump the juice and the pepperoncinis and everything right in. And then again, it'll cook for a good 7 to 8 hours. And once it starts to get done, I'll be able to shred it. Once I shred it, I'm going to make burritos out of these tortillas, or the flour tortillas. I did end up getting the larger tortillas. I think next time I might get the little bit smaller ones. But basically, I'm going to take that shredded beef along with some shredded cheese, roll it up in the tortillas, and send it with my husband's lunch. What I don't send with his lunch, or if he ends up taking something else for lunch, I'm going to put the extras, just go ahead and throw them in the freezer. And that way, if he needs something for lunches, then we can just reach in there and grab a couple out along with a little bit of salsa, and he'll have a nice filling lunch to have. I did end up getting the regular flour tortillas and not the wheat tortillas. I think that's something else that I will try next time, is to go ahead and pick up the wheat tortillas, because I think that wheat is a little bit more filling than just the regular white flour tortillas. So anyway, picked up all those things at my local grocery store. Then my next stop was at Walmart, and that's where I picked up this trivet mat. And I'm planning on keeping this in with my pot holders and my oven mitts. Even though I do have quartz countertops and they say that it's heat resistant, I always do like to put something down on the countertops before I put something hot on it, especially if the casserole dish sometimes they have that rough edges on them. And so I like to sit it on something, and it makes it a little bit easier to slide around if you need to slide it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and open it up here for you, show you what it looks like. Sorry about the interruption there. The UPS man just stopped by to drop off a new camera that I bought. So anyway, open this up, and it easily holds a 9 by 13 casserole dish. It's got a little loop on it. I guess if you want to hang it someplace, that works out kind of nice. So again, going to keep that in with my pot holders and my oven mitts. Pull that out when I have something hot. Next, also at Walmart, I picked up this chapstick, Total Hydration. I had seen on somebody else's YouTube channel that they really liked this chapstick. Not only did it protect your lips, but it also moisturized. It's 3-in-1. So I have since opened that package up and have used it, and I do like it quite a bit. So I'll continue to buy that. Always during the winter, I seem to have the chapped lips. Next thing I purchased was let me grab it here, sorry. Went to another local grocery store in the area called Shop and Save, and I picked up these microfiber cloths. I actually have one right now in my car. I use it on that touch screen that's in my car. I don't like the fingerprints on the touch screen. It's green, but these two particular microfibers, one is for stainless steel, and I do have slate appliances, which is a darker gray, but the handles on them are stainless and they get fingerprints on them. So I'm going to use that the silver or the silver colored or the gray colored one, the stainless steel one for those handles. And the other one that I got, the blue one, is for windows. And I'm planning on using that on my microwave. And the touchpad of my microwave, again, kind of gets fingerprints and that on it. And so I like to keep that cleaned up. The next thing that I purchased was some Valentine's Day tissue paper. In my video yesterday, I was showing you I had purchased some little candies for my little neighbor friends next door for Valentine's Day. And I had gotten a red gift bag, and I just kind of felt like I needed something a little bit extra to make it look a little bit more like Valentine's Day. So anyway, I'll be putting that candy in those red gift bags, and then I'll be stuffing it with this cute Happy Valentine's Day paper, which I thought was appropriate for young children. Hoping to jazz those bags up a little bit too with some little maybe punched out hearts. Maybe I'll be doing a video on that soon. That came from Target. And the next thing that I purchased was some nail polish, and this is a lavender color. It's kind of hard to see right now, but it's the Opie brand. And I'm going to be sending this in a little gift pack for my daughter. She lives in Kansas City. I'm going to be sending this to her for Valentine's Day. She's also getting married next year, so I bought her the Knot magazine. And her fiance, I sent a Starbucks gift card along. So hoping she likes this color. I tend to like the pinks and corals and reds, but she likes a lot of other variety of colors of nail polish, like teals and blues, and hopefully she'll like the lavender. So yeah, I'll be putting that in that gift box and sending that off in time for Valentine's Day. Thought that was a nice practical gift to send her. She tends to like practical things. But yeah, so there it is, the color, and it's a lavender color. And the next thing that I purchased, which also came from Target, was some Chex Mix. Planning on putting this in the smaller Ziploc snack bags to send with my husband for his lunches. The company that he works for in the building that he's in doesn't have a cafeteria, so I always try and make sure to have enough for him, not only his lunch but a few things throughout the day that he can have to nibble on. And in addition to the Chex Mix, I also bought some trail mix for him. Again, this is at Orchard Farms, which is Target's brand. This particular flavor is called Monster Trail Mix, and it's got M&Ms, and it also has some little peanut butter pieces and chocolate pieces and some nuts in it. It's got kind of a sweet, salty taste to it. I have some little bitty clear plastic Solo, just little bitty cups with lids, and I'll put just enough in there for him to have something to hold him over until dinner time or hold him over until his lunch. So that's the Monster. And then in addition to that, I purchased the spicier, the Cajun, sweet Cajun, I guess is what it's called. It's got some little nuts in there with sweet flavors on them. And then some spicier pieces too. I thought that was just another option of something that I can send with him, just, the nuts and that with the protein in it. I'd also bought some original trail mix that had raisins, and that seemed to work out well also. Then the next thing I purchased also at Target was the beef broth. I use that quite a bit in recipes, and then a lot of times I will buy the chicken and the vegetable, but today I'm making a beef tomato soup, and it did call for the beef broth, so purchase that. Most of the time I don't use the entire container, and I'll put it in my refrigerator, and then I'm not sure if it's good or not good. So I decided to stop by the Dollar Tree while I was out and purchase these ice cube trays. And so what I end up not using for the beef tomato soup, I'm going to go ahead and pour into the ice cube trays and freeze them. And then after they're frozen, I'll put them in Ziploc bags. That way I can just grab however many that I feel like I need for a recipe. And again, I did purchase these at the Dollar Tree. I'm not a big fan of the Dollar Tree. I know there are a lot of YouTube videos out there for people who do shop at the Dollar Tree, but it's not a place that I would normally stop every week for my errands. But I do know that they will have things that I can't find other places for a fairly good price, $1 for the ice cube trays. I also like to buy the wooden clothespins to use for a variety of things, and I have found those also at the Dollar Tree. So again, I'm not a big fan of the Dollar Tree, but I also do occasionally stop there for things that I would like to have. And you can use these also for freezing lemon juice in, and then just pour or put the lemon juice ice cubes down your garbage disposal to freshen your garbage disposal up. I've done that a lot of times too. That cold in your garbage disposal will freeze out a lot of the grease and help that, clean that if you have any odor in that in your garbage disposal. So those ice cube trays come in handy for a lot of things. This I purchased at Walmart. This is an expanding file, and like I mentioned earlier, my daughter is getting married, and we just yesterday went and signed the contract on the venue for where she's going to be having her reception. And since she doesn't live in town and her wedding is going to take place in town, I wanted someplace where I could keep all of the paperwork that either she might need or we might need for her wedding and her reception. So anyway, purchased this at Target. It's got a nice canvas feel on it, on the outside, and a lot of different pockets in there for a lot of different contracts and that, I guess, that we'll be needing to make use of. So anyway, purchased that, and again got that at Walmart. It's got the 24 pockets in it and should come in handy for what we need to use it for. Then the next purchase that I made, and I actually did pick this up at the grocery store when I was shopping there, are these little Weight Watchers salted caramel treats. And again, buy these for my husband's lunch. They're just little bitty squares with a little bit of caramel in them, and we really do like to have that little bit of chocolatey, caramely, sweet flavor in the middle of the day. So here the box looks like, it is from Weight Watchers, and there it is, the salted caramel, and it is 2 Weight Watchers points, and not very big, but just enough to kind of give you that little chocolate caramel flavoring that you would like to have for the day. I'll open it up and show you the size of the package as soon as I can get it open here. Nothing's ever easy to open, but there it is. So yeah, not very big, but just kind of enough to hold you over and give you a nice little bite of something sweet in the afternoon. Again, Weight Watchers got the chocolate on the outside, the caramel, and then like a little bitty brownie cake. 2 Weight Watchers points there. And I ended up getting 2 boxes of those. And the next stop that I made was at Kohls. I stopped in there because they have the Fiesta ware. I don't have any Fiesta ware, and I'm really been thinking about purchasing it. And of course, they have a million colors of their Fiesta ware. So I do have a $10 gift card to Kohls. So I'm thinking about purchasing one of starting with one set. I kind of like the beige color. I've been debating if I should buy a couple different colors or if I should just stick with one color. But I do like the beige and I like the red, or the scarlet, I think it's called. So I think that I will probably go ahead and pick up one place setting. I wanted to get the 5-piece place setting because it comes with the plate and the saucer and the bowl and then the cup and then the plate and the smaller plate, the saucer and the cup, and then the bowl. And thinking about going ahead and picking that up, and so I'm thinking about getting the red and the beige and maybe the slate, or I don't know.